Yes, people, welcome back to AFC Talk Show TV. It's another episode of Operation Gunners. Let's see who our guest is today. Of course, he's been on the channel before. I'm sure Flair said it was his first time quite a few times when he was here. But we're going to add man like Ollie into the stream. How are you, my bro?
Yeah, hold on. I've got to just play something for the game today.
Get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? Don't get nervous.
Sorry. Turn that off now. But yeah,
I agree with
thanks.
that.
Big up MK for having me on, of course.
Absolute
Big game
pleasure,
today.
mate.
Must win for us, but yeah, City's going to be tough, man. I'm not confident at all, and hopefully they prove me wrong. To be honest, I mean they've proved me wrong before. Liverpool game where we won 3-2. They won, and I was not very confident for that game. But look, this is the biggest game of the season. You know, it's going to decide the title. You know, as I said, if Man City win, obviously they'll be 2 points behind us with like 2 games in hand. If we win, we'll be 8 points clear of City, and obviously we've got quite an easy running after them. We've got Wolves at home, Forest away. So listen, Man City have an easier run in, which is our disadvantage. But we have to at least go at something in this game. Obviously, Saliba will be a big miss, and if Xhaka is out, then probably just play Jorginho. Xhaka would still be a big miss as well. We can't afford any injuries, of course, but listen, we have to try our best. We can't play like we've done in the draws we've had. We need to bounce back after the 3 draws. Obviously, the Liverpool one was probably the best out of the 3. You know, getting a point at Anfield was good, but the Southampton one was unacceptable. You know, being 2-0 down in like 20 minutes, and especially that 30-second goal. We knew what happened with the 30-second goal as well, with Bournemouth scoring in like 9 seconds or whatever. But yeah. And then obviously what was the other draw?
West Ham was another
West
one.
Ham, another one where we were like 9 minutes winning.
Just going to go through the comments quick.
Yeah.
Coach's Corner says yo, and then he also put this. Domination is just
Big up Coach's Corner.
You're a Chelsea fan, bro. You cannot hear us from up here, bro. We speak Champions League next season.
Talk to us when you're in the top 4, mate.
Trust me, bro. Big up, Hassan, Chelsea fan. Big up your goddamn self. Big up game today. I'm more concerned about this going to the Chelsea game. Big up him. He always speaks the truth. You get me. We'll go straight into it. We're not going to do no preview in this one. Obviously, it was 3-3. That's all I've got to say. It was a shit game. Credit to the lads for getting back, but really you're against bottom side Southampton. You should be drawing those games. It felt like a loss for me, but we move Manchester City away from home. And I was looking at some of the beatdowns we've had, and this is probably going to knock your confidence even more.
When was the last time we beat them in the Etihad?
2015, we beat them last at the Etihad.
What was the score?
Let me try and find that.
Probably like a 1-0 or something.
I do remember it. I actually think it was 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 loss. And Cazorla scored a penalty in the 24th minute, and the man who cost us the league that season, Olivier Giroud, scored. He actually had his scoring boots on in 2015-16, and then we went there in 2016 and drew as well, and then we haven't won there since. So.
Right,
lovely stuff. But yeah, that's that's tough to take. To be honest, this is the overall. So 35 matches between us and them. This is not just at the Etihad, by the way. So they've won 20, we've drew 6, and we've won 9.
Right,
is not good in my eyes, but. There's a slight thing in my head saying, you know what, can we go there with a decent side? Obviously, we last played in the FA Cup at the Etihad, or should I say Etihad? City fans come from the 4 of you. So, obviously, we played them in the FA Cup, lost 1-0, I believe it was. So, do you think that, obviously, that team was different to this one? Obviously, Holding's going to be in that lineup. I presume he was when we last played him. I think he was anyway. But looking towards that, do you think that this team will be able to? Obviously, we drew. Technically, we only lost 1-0 in the FA Cup, right? We're moments away from us being flipping in this, you know what I mean? And then 64th minute, Nathan Aki scores. But I would say that we actually kept them in palm length. You know, they played a really strong side, and I think that we took a lot of positives out of that. What do you think about it?
Yeah,
Feels confident
obviously.
going with this team.
Yeah, I'm confident. Obviously, when we in the FA Cup, we had like Trossard and Nketiah. We had Fabio Vieira, Tomiyasu, Matt Turner as well in that game. And then obviously when we lost them 3-1, which was our last game against them, we had a poor team as well. We had Tomiyasu right back. We had Jorginho, Nketiah. So the last 2 games we played them, we've had Nketiah up front. So it's really good to have Jesus back. Looking at the predicted lineup, we're going for with a strong team. Obviously, of course, Ramsdale in goal, our best keeper. Turner's our number 2. Carl Hean, I think he's a youngster. He's our third choice reserve keeper if we need him. Ben White right back, of course. Tomiyasu's injured, and we don't really have any other right back or anyone who plays right back. Gabriel, who's been one of our best centre backs, of course he played, but obviously Saliba's going to be a big miss, so we'll have to play holding. Of course, Kiwi will probably be our defensive player on the bench. Left back, I'd like to see Tierney start today. He's done well against City before, and he's a good player. But I have a feeling he's going to pay Zinchenko. Partey and Xhaka if Xhaka is fit. If not, I would go with Jorginho.
Yeah, I just want to comment on Fabio Vieira against Southampton. He was shocking, mate.
Yeah.
And I can't lie. I don't think he's good enough for this.
Yeah, I don't want to see him in the show. I want to. If Xhaka isn't in the team, I want to see Jorginho.
Yeah.
Of course,
I believe Xhaka has gone to Manchester.
Yeah, he's gone to Manchester, but I'm not sure if he's fit. But yeah, Jesus up front, of course. It would be good to have him back. Obviously, former City player. The last 2 times we've played them, we haven't had him. We've had Nketiah, so it's good to have him back. Of course, on the right, we'll have Bukayo Saka, who's used to playing on the left, but in England and Arsenal, he's played on the right. Left, of course, Martinelli. So it's a strong team. What I'd like to see from Arteta, I'd like to see different subs. The last game we played Southampton, I think they were all attackers. So it was Reece Nelson, Trossard, and Nketiah. We didn't bring on anyone defensive. So say we're losing 1-0 or 2-0, bring on defensive people. Say we're winning 2-0. No, say we're winning, we bring on defensive players. And if we're losing, we bring on attacking players. That's probably what he was thinking in the Southampton game. And that Southampton game, also the same as West Ham game and Liverpool game, felt like a loss. But the way we came back, 3-1, 2-0 down, 2-1, 3-1 down, 3-all. And obviously we got 2 goals in 5 minutes. And listen, I mean, Mo from Everything Goon is always good to be on a low with him. He said if we would have had 2 more minutes in the game, we would have won. And it could have made a big difference. And I
think Trossard, obviously, that shot that hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then Partey,
and also the penalty. The penalty
Partey would have seen. The thing is, I watched this game before coming on the stream, right? And if Partey would have literally just looked to his right, Odegaard was there next to him. Pass it to Odegaard. He's already scored a long shot this game. Like, that's our chance. You know what I mean? Like, we needed them 3 points. We absolutely needed it.
But what I didn't get in that game,
Walcott, though, I've heard that he's been getting a lot of sticks in scoring against us. I absolutely adore Walcott. Walcott's my guy still.
Walcott's supposed to help us win the league, and he flipping scores a goal.
He ends up scoring a goal against us. But that's what Walcott does. In that position, you can't let him get in that position because he.
I didn't like the ref in the game because in the first half, there was like the time wasting, and then there was the Bednarak injury and another injury. Like they added 7 minutes on. And in the second half, there was time wasting and like 1 injury, and they added 7 minutes again. I mean, what I thought should have happened was at least 10 minutes in the first half, and then at least like 6 or 7 in the second half. I didn't get why, there was more injuries or time wasted in the first half than in the second half, and there was the same amount of time. And look, I mean, at least we didn't lose. That's what we've got to say with all the draws. But as I said, out of the 3 draws we've had, the Liverpool game has been the best because point at Anfield, and the thing with that and the West Ham game, we bottled a 2-0 lead. Obviously, 20 minutes in, Liverpool game, we conceded a goal for half time and then conceded a goal late on. With the West Ham game, obviously 2-0 up in 9 minutes, conceded a 33rd minute penalty, and then like a round 60th minute goal. So, listen, we got to bounce back in this game, get at least a win. Draw isn't good enough. A loss feels, a loss, the league is over. There'll be 2 points behind us. They have an easier run in than us. The only way if we lose or draw that we're winning is if we win all our remaining games and somehow City drop some points. Let's say they
got to play Brighton. We've got to play Brighton. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you out the rest of our fixtures. So obviously we've got Manchester City tonight. Then we've got Chelsea next Tuesday, which is going to be tough. Them man don't like us.
Yeah.
They'll wanna get something on us. Fat Party. He loves to have a little beef with Arsenal. Then obviously we've got Newcastle.
Yeah. That game's on my birthday. The game's on my birthday.
Yeah, oh my god, man, that's gonna be.
I'm gonna be 19 on that day, so it's gonna be an interesting game.
At least you can relax all day. It's not until half 4, man. Chill out for the day, and then.
But they better not ruin my birthday. They better not lose on my birthday.
I'm so happy. This is the thing. My birthday's in July, so I never have to watch Arsenal on my birthday. Well, friendly games, and that's it.
Friendly games, and then like the summer window.
Yeah, and then obviously after Newcastle, so after your birthday, that's on your birthday, and then 14th of May we've got Brighton at the Emirates, and then on the 20th of May is Forest away, and then we end on the 28th of May against Wolverhampton.
So we've got 1, 2, 3 home and 3 away. So listen, out of say, so how many games we've got? 8. So I think we'll get 3, 6, 9, 12. I reckon we'll get 15, possibly 16 if we get a draw. 15 is us winning all those remaining. But then if you look at Man City's fixtures,
they've got, as well. City's games. Yeah. So they've got obviously us tonight, and then on Sunday, the 30th of April, they got Fulham at Craven Cottage. I don't think Fulham are going to be that decent now. I think they're full off. Then they've got West Ham at the Etihad. I think they're going to be too strong for West Ham. Yeah. Then Leeds.
That would be a thrashing.
That would be a thrashing. Yeah, Leeds are never gonna.
Then they got Real Madrid away.
That's Real Madrid at the Bernabeu is going to be a tough one, and then they've got to come back. That's on Tuesday, and then obviously Sunday, the 14th of May, they've got Everton,
and then Real Madrid again.
Reverse leg of the Real Madrid one, and then they've got Chelsea. I hope that Chelsea and Lampard actually do something in that game. Obviously, I want them to come to the Emirates, and we just absolutely.
Then they got 2 away games. They've got Brentford. And
then they've got Brighton.
And they've got the FA Cup on the 3rd of. Is that the 3rd of July or
3rd of June? Yeah, 3rd of June.
So obviously they've still got Champions League.
Brighton's absolutely slapping this season.
I think out of the games they've got, the toughest game is probably Chelsea at home, because if you think about it, Brentford at home, we beat them 3-0. Brighton away.
I think Brighton's going to be tough because
Brighton away is going to be tough actually.
I think Brighton definitely will tough. I think we just made it look so easy.
No, and don't underestimate Fulham at home as well. Fulham, they're doing well at the moment. They're 9th.
Fulham are a decent side.
And but the games they should be winning, Leeds and West Ham at home, they should easily get those points. Chelsea at home, possibly. Brentford away is going to be quite easy, and then Brighton at home is going to be tough. But they've obviously going to hopefully get injuries, or they'll get tied in the Champions League. But the FA Cup isn't really going to affect them. That's near the end of the season.
I think we've just got to presume that City are just going to win all their games, like part of one. Hopefully, fingers crossed tonight with us. But predictions, because we are going to wrap up soon. I know it's been a quick episode, guys, but
very quick.
I know. I just wanted to put something out there just to let you know that I didn't skive off at the weekend after that point against Southampton. It's just being a little bit busy, so we will be back on a proper schedule next week with Big Six show coming back at the beginning of the week. So that will be arranged for Monday or Tuesday. Part of that one. Obviously, Arsenal ain't playing at the weekend, which is good. Predictions, Ollie. Do you reckon that we can go to the Etihad with their 4 fans and get a victory?
Yeah, I'll just preview the game before my prediction, of course. Man City away, of course. It's going to be a tough game at the Etihad. At home, the reverse fixture was 3-1. We did score a goal. I think it was a Saka penalty. But bearing in mind that team, we had Tomiyasu, we had Nketiah, we didn't have Jesus, we didn't have Ben White, we had Saliba at that moment as well. So it's going to be a different side, of course. I have gone through my lineup, of course, Ramsdale goal. In defence, obviously, we're missing Saliba. That's going to be a big miss. Then, of course, in midfield, possibly losing Xhaka is a big miss as well. He's probably our vice captain after Odegaard. Of course, Odegaard should be playing a Partey. And then in front, Jesus, former Man City player, he's going to know what they're like. He's going to know how they play, probably defensively, possibly not know what Haaland does because he's there recent. But I'm obviously Saka and Martinelli. But we should this is a must-win for us. I've said the last 3 games. The Liverpool game was a must-win to give us confidence in that game. West Ham was a must-win because it looked like an easy fixture. West Ham away, and Southampton was a must-win as well because we played bottom of the league, and it would have given us confidence going into this game. If you look at City, of course, they've got Haaland, they've got De Bruyne, they've got Mahrez, and obviously Ederson in goals, great keeper, one of Brazilian's best after Alisson. Defensive isn't bad as well. Stones, England international. Diaz, Kyle Walker isn't bad. Obviously, lost Cancelo, so they have to play either Rico Lewis or Ake at left back.
I hope it is Rico Lewis. He is decent.
Yeah, because Ake is a bit similar to Ben White as well, because Ben White's a centre back, but he's playing a right back, and Ake's a centre back, and he's playing left back. But yeah, I've said a lot about obviously the lineups and stuff. I'm going to move on to my prediction now. Of course, I'm not confident at all. I didn't do a match day post on my Instagram because that's how nervous I am. I just put it on my story. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also, I've seen some combined 11s, and they've literally just put 3 Arsenal players. That proves how good Man City are. So, yeah, for me, I'm going with a crazy score. I'm going with a 3-2 Arsenal. I feel like, Man City will definitely. I think this is my prediction. So Man City will get 2 goals first half, Haaland goal, and then maybe someone like De Bruyne will get a screamer, and then we'll get 2 goals, one right in this first half, and then another one a bit like 6th minute, and then a late goal. So I think our goals will come from definitely Jesus getting a goal against his former team, maybe Odegaard getting a goal. I always have him to get a goal, and then maybe someone like Martinelli. And always also think about Arteta as well. He's obviously used to be the assistant manager of Man City, so he kind of knows their tactics. He knows what Pep's like. He knows what they do. He knows the defenses and stuff like that. So that's an advantage run. Of course, if Zinchenko play, I'd like Zinchenko play over Tierney actually, and bring on Tierney. Zinchenko, another former Man City player. It would be nice for them to obviously play each other. But yeah, it should be a tough game. My heart is saying that, but my head's what's going to happen. It's probably something like a 2-1 City. I think we'll score, but Haaland's, if we can keep Cannon quiet, then that would be a good game. But if Haaland, he's on a good day and he scores a few goals, it's going to be a long day for us. It's going to be a long day. But I think pre-match is probably the most, calm and collected. And then when you get to the game, your heart's like beating out your chest.
My heart's going to be racing from past.
Yeah, Arsenal, like, oh my gosh, they give me heart attacks in the game. Like, especially like if it's like a last minute goal, like the United game where like we were like, they got the last minute goal. My heart was racing, and the Bournemouth game as well. Honestly, if we score a last minute goal, and say it's like 1-1 and we score a last minute goal, my heart's going to be racing until we score that goal. And I'm going to be annoyed if we lose, obviously, but I'm going to accept defeat because it's going to be a tough game.
To be honest, I'm going to obviously say my predictions, etc. But I just think, obviously, I agree with the lineup. I do think Zinchenko will definitely start. I'm going to do a head and heart one as well. My head obviously says, fucking hell, 3-2 City.
Ooh.
That would be tough to take as well. I reckon Haaland. God, he's so annoying. Flipping, someone needs to test this dude. I don't think he's actually human. Honest to God, I don't. Obviously, we're expecting a tough game, man. We obviously are. Like, they've got absolute ballers in their team, and we've got ballers in our team, but they can make I reckon City's second team can give everyone a good run in this league, and they'll probably still win it. You know what I mean? If they didn't have the likes of these big players, and they had their other massive players that are in the squad, they've just got a massive squad full of stars. You know what I mean? Jack Grealish has started to pull his weight up now, and it's scary looking into this game. But my heart is telling me that it's going to be 2-1 us. I think you're right with them getting a goal. I think they will get a goal early. And then maybe we'll have to defend the flipping lot and just counter-attack them. Honest to God, I think it's going to be one of them games where they're going to be all over us and we're just going to have to look and sit them on the break. You know, it's going to be such a tough game. Our biggest game this season by far.
Yeah, definitely.
know?
I mean,
And
the game at home as well, that was probably our biggest.
yeah,
And then,
that was the biggest game of our season.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this one has just overtook it because we've put ourselves in this predicament where
other big ones were the Liverpool game away as well. That was
Yeah,
quite
we
big.
went-
But
we
that
went to
wasn't the biggest.
Anfield.
This is definitely the biggest, you know, at the
Oh,
Etihad.
100%.
And as I
Thing
said,
is-
I don't know if I said it, I probably said it before, but if we win, you know, 8 points clear, and obviously we'll be in, you know, we got easy run in, so hopefully we do get on. But as I said, if City win, there'll be 2 points. That's 2 points behind us with 2 games in hand as well. So they've got 2 games over us. And if they win those both games, obviously, and we lose or drop points, whatever, they're going to overtake us. So for me, I'm
It's
so
a must
nervous.
win.
But it's a must win. We
win.
need to win this game. But
But I will say this: I am proud of the boys this season. They've done really well. No one expected us to be competing with Man City. If it weren't for us, then Man City would be gone. You know, dead and gone. The title in their hands. You know, it's only Arsenal. It's only us who have actually given this Manchester City side a good run for their money. And quite honestly, Chelsea are there spending 600 million and that. And we're sitting at the top of the table spending probably about 100 mil, you know?
yeah.
So it's just adding up. Mikel's done a really good job, but now it's, are we blowing a chance? This is the last question I will ask you, Ollie.
Yeah.
Is this our best chance to win the league?
Definitely, yeah. Of course, another big chance is obviously the Newcastle game. That's probably our next toughest game after this because, you know, Newcastle, they're doing well at the moment, obviously competing with Man United for top 4. You know, it's a bit tipsy-turvy, you know, Newcastle win when Man United are playing, they go up to 3rd. Man United play and they go up, and it's kind of like a switch between the both. Personally, I think Newcastle will drop out of the top 4. I think top 4 will probably be Arsenal winning the league or Man City. Man City 2nd. I'll go with United 3rd, and then possibly, I don't think Aston Villa will creep into the top 4. I don't really like to say it, but I think Tottenham might, come up to the top 4. For me, Liverpool have been shocking this season. They'll probably get better next season. But for me, if we win this game, it gives us more momentum and it's in our hands again. As I said, we'll be 8 points clear. Obviously, they have 2 games, but even if they win one of those or lose both of them, then obviously they'll be a point behind, 2 points behind it. But we just need to win this game, man. I'm just so nervous, like 100% nervous.
It's got to be done. I can see the nerves, bro. It's making me feel better just speaking about it, to be honest. But we are going to wrap up there, guys, because I do have to go and have some dinner. I'm human after all. Haaland, I know you ain't. But big up, Ollie. Thank you for coming on, my bro. Let me just put you full screen to shout out your socials.
Yeah, big up MK for having me on, of course. You know, you've done a good job as Flair's left, and it's good to see the channel still going, of course. Good to be on the Operation Gunners episode as well. I'm not sure if I was on episode 1, I might have been, but...
no, it was just me and Manny.
Yeah, just you and
Been
Manny.
on the top 6.
Yeah, so big 6, yeah. So of course you can find me here at AFC Talk Show. Big up MK, big up obviously Manny, who's joined a few streams before. You can also catch me on Coach's Corner with Hanno Trollet. Big up, mate. He does my thumbnails for me. He's also in the chat as well. Chelsea fan, of course. I joined some of his streams, Prem predictions. I think I've joined a championship prediction. I've actually hosted a few streams. I hosted a rugby stream and a football stream. Catch me on there. Villa TV with Bailey Francis. I haven't been there for a while, but I'd love to go back on. A few other channels, of course, Rest Talks Football being there recently. Big up Rest. I haven't really been there for a while. I used to be on Nippon's channel, NF Sports TV, and a few other channels I've been on. I really want to go on TJ Warren's channel, of course. I really wanted to get on my channel, but he'll come on soon. If you want to find me on my channel, I am live today, 6 p.m. Of course, in about 35 minutes. So make sure you check that out. I'm not going to ruin the guests, but I've got a full panel. Someone will be joining at 20 minutes past because he's got another stream, but a few people obviously can join. Manny's busy at the moment. I think he's got another stream. I'd love to have him back on. He hasn't been on the stream for about a month now. Big up TJ Warren. I've tried to get him on to get his debut, but he can't join. Anyone else I haven't mentioned? I mean, Hanno, he does my thumbnails, but he doesn't really join much. I think he's busy as well with other stuff. But yeah, just expect some good guests. 1 Arsenal fan, 3 Man United fans, and 1 non-fan as well. So it's going to be a lot of United fans, and I need to get Arsenal fans, man. I need to get some. Obviously, Joel was busy. tried to get TJ on. Wally doesn't join for a while, and a few other people. But yeah, hopefully MK maybe join the stream as well sometime. Yeah, of course, DJ Sinclairo. I've been on 1,062 subscribers for a while, so let's try and get that up. Road to 1,017. Of course, the big aim is 1,100. If you want to catch me on Instagram, it's ollie.sinclair556. That's OLLIE.SINCLAIRO 556 is my full first name, nickname, surname, and 556 is the end of my Xbox name, Arsenal 556. You can also catch me Aaron_Ramster fan page 1. Recently hit 500 followers, so halfway to 1K. Big aim now is 600, and then halfway to 1K. And also on my main account, I think I'm on the road to 700. And then my old account got hacked. Well, my previous one, I had one before, and then that got hacked. And one before, the one I had before, it was O.Sinclair556. That was over 1,000. So the big aim is to get back to 1,000 followers. Yeah, you can also catch me. Please follow my TikTok, Ollie's Epic 556. My recent one was about when I saw Joel Corey, but my next one will probably be about the festival I'm going to soon. And yeah, apart from that, Decent Care 556 on Mixcloud. Also, a few events coming up. This Saturday, I'm going to see my team Western Supermare play. The week after that, as well as my birthday, Sunday the 7th of May. And then on the 12th to the 13th, obviously Eurovision is the 13th in Liverpool. And the 12th to the 13th, I'm going to a festival in Lancaster, but up in the north, about 4 hours away from me. I'm actually meeting up with Ryan, Huddersfield Fan TV. He's a regular on my channel. That's on the Friday, and then the Saturday is going to be like Anne-Marie and loads of cool acts there. So that's going to be fun. Then I think it's a weekend after, or a few weekends after, I'm going to another festival called Big Church Festival, which is a really good festival, Christian festival in Sussex. Yeah, that's mainly it. If you want my Snapchat, please personally DM me that. I don't really want to give that away here. And if you want my Xbox or PlayStation, also please do message me. No Twitter or Facebook as of yet. I might make a Facebook, and Twitter I possibly make one as well, because I know a lot of people are on there. But as I said, Distant Care on YouTube, make sure you check out my theme. In half an hour, I'm going to be reviewing the 8 games on game week 32. And then we're going to be reviewing the 2 FA Cup games, the Man United and Man City game, obviously a Man United derby in the final. And then also going to be previewing the Man City game like we did in this one. So yeah, good. I mainly do reviews on my channel. Also said I do videos where I go to live concerts. Recently went to Joel Corey, and obviously going to 2 festivals in May. Yeah, big up MK for having me on, of course. That's where you can find me. I don't want to go on too long. But yeah, big up AFC Talk Show TV. I'd love to come on again, of course. Big up yourself, MK, and big up everyone in the chat, of course, Hanno and Hashim. It's been a short stream, but it's good to come on, mate. And obviously, I'd love to come on the next stream. And of course, make sure you guys check out my stream in half an hour. Got a full panel, as I said, and someone joining a bit later. But obviously, like MK, I can only have a maximum of 6 people. So I've got myself and 5 other people. So it's going to be a good stream. Obviously, it's at 6 before the Arsenal game, because obviously, if I did it at 7, like the match would start at 8, so it'd have to be less than an hour. And then obviously 6, it gives me enough time to give an hour spare to watch the highlight, the build up and stuff. And obviously, if I am going for an hour, I'm a bit late and I'm still streaming at 7, I might shout out the lineups. So I might do that. But yeah, as said, 5 guests, few United fans, an Arsenal fan, and a non-Premier League fan. Or yeah, so hopefully.
Oh, does he support a foreign team?
No, he supports the Championship team. So,
lovely.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a good stream. Also, yeah, in the comments, big up Coach Corner, always does my thumbnails. I actually did my last thumbnail because he couldn't do it. I think he was at school or something, so he couldn't do my last thumbnail. So I gave it an attempt. I did it on Canva, where I got a picture of Rashford and a picture of Jesus, and then I put the game week 30 review. Big up Hanno, yeah, big up mate. It's not going to be a demolition job. I hopefully not.
This was him earlier. I just wanted to put that back there, just in case it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to clip this if it isn't.
26:45. I've got that.
Yeah.
26:45. It's all good. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Big up your goddamn selves. Sorry that it is a short stream today, but yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to be doing. But next week it should be back to 45 minutes.
When's the next Big 6 show?
That will be after this week games, Monday or Tuesday.
And are you going to do a review for this game?
Yes, that'll be in on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god, we better
We'll
win,
have
man.
to review all the big six
Yeah.
games. No one's hiding here. We're all still here.
I cannot take a 4th draw in a row. We can't draw again, honestly. And
It just feels like we took 3 L's, man. It's so
Yeah.
The West Ham one was the most.
Now the Liverpool the West Ham one was probably the Southampton one was the worst because they're bottom of the league, but the Liverpool one was the best one because a point at Anfield is a point at Anfield. It's good. We didn't get the loss at Anfield. We haven't won there in ages. And the same with Man City, you know, records are there to be beaten. We haven't beaten Chelsea throughout their stadium. We haven't actually we did, sorry. We haven't beaten Tottenham throughout the stadium we won. I'm not sure who else. I think we beat some
It's time to change this record around. Yeah. We haven't won this since 2015.
2015. Come on, let's make it 2023.
Come on. Win. Right. Anyway, big up everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Come on, you Gunners. Let's
come on.
Me and Ollie are not back on your screen Monday.
I will go hiding if we lose, by the way. I might go hiding.
He's gonna go hiding like me. I'm definitely gonna go hiding. You might see David do a stream on his own.
Now watch David go live and laugh at us.
I'll send him all the links.
He'll go live on Instagram.
He can go on his own if we get slapped down, mate. But anyway, big up everyone.
Make sure to check out my stream in half an hour as well.
Tottenham fans, keep crying as you do. Chelsea fans, stay mad. City fans, please do.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, you boys. We'll see you guys soon. And it's going to make me press a load of buttons.